just parking my car. Fuck it up. I got hella close. I got a lower door right there, so got a little obstacle. First project was a major clean. All right, floor laid down in the barn entryway. I do have a leak, and it looks like the leak's coming from underground. There's no leak on any of this exposed copper pipe. The leak is coming from down here. So what I'm gonna do is dig it out. A plastic shovel here. It's a little kiddie shovel. It's got some bend to it, but oh boy, help. That's what happens when you use plastic kid shovels, I guess, but this thing's doing the job. So, all right. Let me zoom on in here. This little black speck right there. I believe that is gonna be the leak. So I'm gonna turn the water on. We'll see what happens. That's a leak. Oh yeah. So there we have it. Our pieces are disconnected. I tried to clean them up a little bit. That's where our water comes in. And that's where our water will enter the barn. Out with the old, in with the new. Whew, feels good to have been able to accomplish that. That was a big step. That was a huge step for me, for the barn. Okay, so I went through and marked all the outlets that do not have power, and I covered them with white tape. Top outlets, that screw has a black wire. The bottom outlet, the screw has a red wire. So this right here, this is the bundle that powers all the outlets. And there's these two red wires right here. When I reconnect this black bundle right here, I can also join in this red wire, and that should energize all the red wires that are connected on those outlets. So that's good news, because now I don't have to rewire each outlet individually. Now I can just add this red wire to the bundle, and that'll power up all the outlets. All right, we got power at the top, and we got power at the bottom. Outlets are working. It was a quick fix, so that's good. One accomplishment for the day. What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? Squirrel problem. Good morning from the barn. So today we're going to be swapping out this electrical panel. But you know what? Hopefully y'all have some good ideas, and I think it's going to go good. Okay, so I got lights going, getting power from the outside, and we're dead on the inside. Panel's out of there. The panel has been removed. Here's our new panel and our old panel. I'm making my connections here from our main incoming wires, and one thing that's so kind of going back to the whole homicidal maniac thing. The way they had wired this in, they had their primary wire as the red wire, their secondary wire as the black wire. They had it backwards. Primary should be black, secondary should be red. So if I were to touch these two leads to the black and the red, right there, we're in the 240s. And then if I were to touch black to white, we're in the 120s. And then if I were to touch red to white, right there also in the 120s. I like to leave a little bit of slack. It is what it is. I just got to get this last outlet wired in here. Other than that, panel swapped. I had a little issue at the barn's water main. See if I could point it out right in here. There's this big space inside of the coupler where the pipes should be pressed all the way in there, but there's a gap with the pipes. And if I try to take this thing out, I'm sure I could. Pops right out of there. On this guy right here, we maybe have 1/2 inch. So what I did is I cut this guy down a little bit, which probably isn't recommended. All right, pretty easy to spot the pipe that I have worked on. It's the one that is covered with PVC glue. And there we have it. All right, I got water back on. I could hear water running to the toilet. I could hear it filling up. I've just had a few hiccups to get to this point. Let me get this turned off. And I'm talking about the water heater. So we're gonna drain this bad boy. That'll be step one. All right, so while this guy drains, I'm going to set up my temporary power just so that I can fire this guy up with electrical power. It needs 240 volts. Once this tank is filled up, I'm gonna see if we got hot water, see if everything goes well. Okay, so I have this fun little tool right here. It's a thermometer, so it will check the temperature. We got hot water in the barn, baby. Woo-wee. All right, well, I've thought about it, and I've made the decision to bring this guy back and give it its own circuit. So I'm gonna steal power from right there, drop it down to about that same height. Cool. All right, so I got that thermostat to a cover plate, the outlet to a cover plate, and my new 20 amp dedicated outlet right here. This will be for the fridge, the microwave, maybe even the crock pot. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. You got your babies? Okay.